Hi guys, welcome to Tuesday stream today. I'm not going to do the turtle. I did ask on the last video, on the last live stream, whether or not we should do one in between, and the majority vote was for Momo Girl, Girls with Poem. So I've chosen one from here that we can break up the turtle with and do out of here for now. So I hope everyone that's watching this back is doing well. I'm just gonna, as I usually do, hiya! Just grabbing my iPad and I'm getting the chat up. Hi, hi, lovelies. So what I thought today, instead of doing Mr. Turtle, I'll do that on the next stream. I'm gonna do Momo Girl and I'm gonna start from scratch as I usually do. And I was thinking along the lines of this lovely lady, but just this page, not this one. It's too much, too busy. Hi, you guys. Hi, Beth, Little Pickle, Diana, Lulu, Honey, and Joan so far. So yeah, I was thinking along those lines. At the moment, I'm really enjoying using Luminance and Prismas together for skin, and I talk you through everything as I go along. Hi, Randy. I'm alright. How are you? So I'm not going to do all this on stream today because I'll be here forever and a day, but I will start, and I'm thinking along the lines of doing all the skin, the hands, the eyes, the lips, you know, just getting that done and seeing where we're at. Probably won't be the longest stream in the world today just because I'm feeling a little bit meh, and I've just been laying on the sofa watching a bit of Grey's Anatomy for the last 3 days really. So how is everyone? Hi Charlotte. So I thought that, being that the majority was for Momo, I did look through about 100 times, I'm not even kidding you, and I'm trying to find something, thinking, what can I do? We've got so many amazing pictures. What one do I choose? Do I choose one small? You know, don't know. But then we did this one on stream. I moved that away. And I really like this girl. Thanks, Bev. Hi, Melody. So I thought, being that we're doing the turtle, you know, we have to have something else to break it up. We can have a couple on the go, that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to start with this lady today. I always start with the skin. Some people start with backgrounds or, you know, something else like the florals that might get them in. I'm just going to move the tripod for a second, lovely. It's just 2 seconds. There we go. So I thought that my starting point is usually the skin. I am doing one as a body colour with Louise and Kate at the moment from Jasmine Beckett, and I'm doing this lovely lady, if I bring this over, which I'm using Luminance mostly for actually, and I'm really enjoying the Luminance. I never gave them a good go up until now. Hi everyone joining. Hiya, how are you all? So I am doing this in my free time, and this is with the Luminance and a couple of Prismacolors, and I'm really loving how they're working, and I love that they blend well, they layer well, and I've never given them a proper chance up until now, and I'm absolutely loving everything about them. So I'm using those, and I thought, why not use them on here with you guys. Hiya Natalie. How are you? Thank you. Right, so I'm going to grab my pencils out that I usually use at the minute for skin. Now, there isn't a set rule of thumb for this. You can kind of choose anything. I am doing Caucasian skin at the minute. I will be doing more where I do different skin tones, but I'm kind of getting used to the Luminance for skin. So at the minute I am picking, I'll give you the numbers, not the names. So this is all Luminance at the moment, and I do add a few Prismacolors in. I've realised that with Prismas and Luminance, because they're both wax based, they really work well together. Oh, that's great to hear, Natalie. They do. That's what they work amazing together. So I'm just grabbing 077 872 866 862, and there is another one that I use, which is 037 and 599 for the ready part. But I use quite a lot of browns. I also use a buff titanium or a white. This time I'm going to use buff titanium 801. And then in the Prismas, just to merge it together a little bit. Hi everyone that's joining. I'm going to grab Nectar out of the Prismas. I'm going to grab Espresso out of the Prismas. And I love the colour Beige out of the Prismas 997. So I'm just going to grab all those. I'm not necessarily going to use them all. I might incorporate a few though. Hi everyone. So I'm going to dive in because I think quite a few people are here now. So I'm going to zoom you lovelies in. We're going to start with the face. So how is everybody? How's everyone doing? What you all up to? Do share. If you've got anything you'd like to ask as I go along, just shout it out at me in caps and I'll do my best to help. I'm just going to put a sheet behind because of pressing. Tilly's been quiet all day, and as soon as you start a stream, she starts. Hi Mum. Hi Kate. Righty. So I'm going to put a base colour down of the colour 872. And I'm just going to go very lightly. It just gives me something to work with. Now I am really loving using the Luminance at the moment. I've kind of got into them and I'm trying to teach myself how to master most pencil sets for what I want them for. So Luminance to me are really nice for skins. So like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I try and get each set what they exist. Like most people say that, you know, the pro colours excel in like landscapes and forests, so I'll kind of head there for those. The Luminance are really good for skins, so as the Prismas are an all-rounder, so I'm kind of just trying to use those and see what I can come up with in them, and anything that I do come up with I will share. You know, just ask me. If I haven't jotted the colours down, I'll say to you, I'm really sorry I didn't take note. But most of the time I do know, or I'm on stream with you and I'm figuring it out, so I'm shouting out what colours I'm using, etc. So it's just ask me any of that and I'll try and help as much as possible with what colours I'm using. So I'm just putting a base coat down of this colour to start with. As I said, it's 872. Oh, lovely. Well, you did all those orcas in the, sorry, my voice is really bizarre today. Was it the whole page of the orcas in Anamorphia? I think I know which one you're on about, I think. You have to remind me, because I've got so many books I completely forget what's in them. So do share what you're working on. I am going to try and do a few on the channel at the same time and not just do one and focus solely on that, because not everyone wants to do the turtle page. So I'm going to try and break it up and do as many as I can that, you know, I'm able to in the space of 2 streams. Do remember though that I do the occasional Thursdays, not every single one. Oh, lovely. Hiya, Tatty. That's okay. I'm saying hiya. Hi, Debs. Oh gosh, you're good with editing videos. I'm really bad with that. I don't edit. I just come on and what it is, it's there. I am Lizzie. I am. Hi, Sing. I am. That's the next one. I've got a repost to load tonight of the Nautical Neverland. I've got so many to repost, my lord. I've just not been in the mood for anything this past weekend, and I feel really awful, but you know you sometimes get those times. So, I've now got the colour 037 Brown Ochre. Now, there is some pre-shading on this, so I'm going to kind of go with that for now. Very light. I build my layers up very lightly. God, I need a drink, I think. My voice is going. It's not a bad thing, Andrew will tell you. I can't nag. If my voice is gone, I can't nag. So I'm just going to go around and sort of pick out where I want my shading to go. So I'm not perfect at all by any means with skin. I just really enjoy trying things out because we can layer up and add colours in and not your traditional stuff usually, and see what we can come up with. I'm just going to add some in. Hi everyone, hi Selena, how are you? So I am, is it all alright on screen for you? I am just building up my layers. If my Wi-Fi goes, I am sorry because it's been very temperamental today. Just bear with it and it will come back. So I'm just picking out where I would like my layers to go, and this is very light at the moment. I'm just kind of picking it out. So I'm going at the lightest pressure that I could possibly do just to pick out where I want to go with it all. So I build up on them. I'm building up. So with her nose, you've got some pre-shading here already. Now I'm going to go lightly with that and fade that out. And I am going to add just a tiny little line here. And you see where I'm adding that in. I'm going to move that a minute. That's better. So I'm going to add just a little line here and bring that up and in. A little bit sing, not too much, not too much. I know, Natalie, he is here, my tea fairy. I did say to him I'll need one very soon. No, subtle hints. There's always time for tea. Always time. So there is some pre-shading already, but not much. It's not a grayscaled image, but they've put a little bit in for you. You can kind of go with that. That's already there. So there's not a massive amount, but I do want to start building up where I want that to go. So, excuse me. So what has everyone been up to this weekend? So, oh, I want to bring some in here as well. Hi Sky, how are you, sweets? Oh, you're welcome, Sing. Selena, it's the Luminance at the moment. I'm just building up, but I will put a couple of Prismacolors in. I do use the two together, they work really well together. So as I usually say when I do my skins, I just build them up. I'm not great at them, I'm not perfect at them. You know, I just like to play around and add colours in and see what I can come up with. And I like to mix my pencils a little bit and see what I can do. So this one is 037 and I started with 872. So we're just building up those layers and planning and mapping out where we want our colours and our shading and everything to go. So we start building on that and our layers will start to come. You want it now, Mum. I told you. Your taste changes. What you might not have, or you might have been intimidated about in the beginning, you might not now. Now I'm going to just bring a Prismacolor in Nectar, which is 1092, and I'm just going to start adding a little bit of that in with that brown. Just around on the same, it doesn't make it as pink. That brown has toned down the pink, but it still gives it a fleshy colour. So it's a nice thing to put on top of a brown. I think I'm going still quite light with my pressure, and I'm building up on that. See, when you use pinks and nectars and hennas and all of that, it can sometimes come out quite pink and make them look a bit sunburnt. If you add another colour in and mute it down a bit, you won't have that effect, and you'll start to get around the edging something a little bit dull rather than sunburnt. So she's starting to get more of a sort of natural tone to her rather than, you know, something that's going to be really, really sunburnt. But you do want some, I mean, I've got pink tone to me, so I'm kind of just going along with that. So just following those lines very lightly, building up on that. Hiya, Desiree. Ah, Kate, we wish you better. She's having a high pain day today, bless her. We all know that, don't we, guys? It's horrible. Right, now I've got that colour down, I'm going to bring another one in, which is 077, and again, this isn't going to be a heavy pressure. This is still light, because we're just putting our colours down to start with, and then we start building on them. This is just my process, by the way. This isn't how everyone does it. It's just how I do it. And then I start blending in after. And adding my beiges and my other colour in, and the peachy colours. And I just like to build up to start with. Going very light pressured, nothing like heavy, just build those layers up. Let's see how much I can manage to get done today with you guys, and then I might have the rest of the week where I won't stream, and then I'll be back next week and we'll get both of those pictures done. We'll see, but at the moment I just feel like I need, yeah, just a little bit of time. So just putting those in. Right, and then I'll look at the screen, because I feel really awful, I'm abandoning my screen. That's okay, Desiree. Yeah, Desiree, that's what I said, I need a couple. Sing, I would have to look. I don't know off the top of my head. This is 037 Brown Ochre. I would have to let you know. I don't know unless I've got something in front of me to test it with. I'll have to refer to my skin tone chart. So I'm going to bring back in the 872, which was the original colour, and I'm just going to blend some of that in at the minute. Now with the forehead, it will be the lightest place on her, so we will add in some white after, but we're going to blend some of that in to start, and then start layering up. So just light layers and build on that. Francis. Yeah, I'll have to let you know, Sing. I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm so sorry. I'd have to compare it. That's the thing with colours. If I'm using it in one set, I don't always know the equivalents unless I, you know, sit there and test them out. So just start layering and building on that skin. We are going to add quite a few more colours yet and build on it, but we start off with our first top light layer. This is just getting it all going. Just so we know where we're at. Thanks, Francis. It's just, we're just starting really, we're just starting out. We just wanted to get something started. And I know this is quite an expensive book. Dee Dee's going to have a giveaway, which Lovely Melody, bless her, was the helpful lovely that did that for Dee Dee so that she could do the giveaway, because it is an expensive book and I understand not everyone can afford it. So Dee Dee is hosting a giveaway, I think in August, is it, Melody? And that will be for Momo Girl, which is so sweet. That's such a generous thing to have done. So you obviously you have to be a subscriber and a watcher of Dee Dee, and if you're not, where have you been? Right, I'm gonna add in, this is burnt sienna 10% in 862, and this just dulls it down a bit, gives it a bit more of a natural colour. It doesn't show up all on screen, it's just because the light is really bright. I've tried to tone it down a little bit. Yeah, no, CB, the Prismas and the Luminance together, they're magic. They work magic. When I start layering them up and adding them in, they're amazing. And if you've got a really good quality papered book, you can layer and layer and layer with them. Within reason, you've got to be light-handed, not too heavy to start with. And then they're just magic. They are. Okay, so I'm just adding in some of that shading. Right, now I'm going to bring in, I need to sharpen, hold on. I'm going to bring in some beige and I'm going to start adding in the bit more of a red and a purple. Yeah, bless her, that's so lovely. Okay, so now I've got beige from the Prismas in 997, and this is going to be a little bit harder pressure with this because this is going to start to blend it in a bit. It gives it more of a yellow tone, but it blends it together a bit. Yep, so anyone that's a subscriber, watcher to Dee Dee, the giveaway's tomorrow. She's hosting a lovely giveaway. I will be doing one very soon, so stay tuned. Stay tuned for next week, and I'll be doing one very, very soon. But obviously you have to subscribe and you have to watch. You can't, you know, come in and be like, yeah, I want this. You have to subscribe, guys. You have to be a subscriber. I do check, and then we'll do a giveaway video next week. It's only fair to those who do subscribe, do watch, and want the books. So there will be something coming. It'll be my first proper giveaway, and hopefully I can do one every month. So I will be doing one, I promise you. So stay tuned. Okay, so we've got that beige coming in from the Prismas. It's starting to build up a bit. It's giving it a yellowy tone. Thanks, Mum. Stella. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Yep, and it will be worldwide. It's not just for the UK. It's not for the UK. Oh, thank you, Darla. Thanks to everyone that's joined and there, and I've not said hello. I'm not being rude, I just haven't seen you. Okay, so I'm going to bring in some of a ready tone around the edges. So this is going to be $5.99. This is the Luminance again. I mixed my Luminance and my Prismas. So this is just around the edging, and I fade that in. So can you see, it's not a huge amount, it's just going to be a little bit faded in. The thing with the Luminance are very pigmented, and they're very opaque. They've got a very high rich colour. So when you put some in, you don't want to put too much in. Just very lightly add them in and fade it out, and it's all you need. You don't want too much. Oh, Mum. Well, it's your 60th this year, Mum, so wait and see. Not that I'm just putting your age out there. Wait and see what you're getting. Okay. So I'm adding that in. Oh, so hold on. Lizzie, if you were going to buy new pencils, would I get Luminance or 150 Prismas? Is that at me? Or just everyone? Thank you, Stella. Thank you, CB. I personally would get the Prismas, but I would then save up for the Luminance. The Prismas are an all-rounder. Is that okay in your screens? Yeah. The Prismas, you can't go wrong. They are the best all-round pencil. They're so versatile, you can do everything with them. So, and you get more value for your money. They're a lot more budget friendly, and I would get them if that was me and my choice. I use my Prismas all the time. I don't think there's a picture without them. However, I love my Luminance at the moment, and I like to use them all. So I'd say save, if you can, for the Luminance, but I would get the Prismas if I had the choice of the two, just because they are so versatile. You can pretty much use them with everything. You can layer, you can blend, you can do all the stuff that you need to do. So I'm just using this very lightly because I don't want too much of this, and this will be blended in, but I need some of it laid down in there. So I'm just going to do a little tear duct as well. So I would say that one, personally. Hi, Grace. You could do it as a giveaway. The Luminance are wax based, so they're not like polys at all. They're not like your polychromos at all. They are wax based. Polychromos are oil based, and a lot of the harder lead. These are a bit more versatile, a bit more softer cord, and layer a little bit more, I'd say. So they're more leaning. I wouldn't say they're like any other pencil. They are in a league of their own, but they are more towards the Prismas than the polys, if I had to say either one of them, because they are wax based. They're a wax based core. I mean, I'll give you a quick. They've got the downside. I'm just going to bring the light over. The downside to the Luminance, which I've got a bit of a bugbear about, is that this part here, all this writing, mine's okay at the moment because I haven't used them massively, but they do rub off, and that should not happen. Should not happen. It does rub off, and that shouldn't happen for an expensive pencil. However, if you've got time to sit there and swatch them out and do your own labels, then, you know, fantastic. I would highly recommend doing that. You know, they shouldn't do that for an expensive pencil, but they do. But that's my only criticism about them. Apart from that, I haven't got one. Oh, and one other one. They have one pencil in it that is so crumbly. Let me show you which one. This one. This pencil is called Castle Earth 046. It is the most crumbliest pencil on this earth, and I'm not the only one to say it. It's the only one in the set, and it crumbles. It just is so crumbly. Francis, I think Melissa did that. Does everyone else have that with the Castle Earth one? It just crumbles. It crumbles. It is, isn't it? It's not just mine. Is it just... I think it's just the colour. Oh, congratulations, Charlotte. Oh, have an amazing day. You get to meet your granddaughter. Oh, how lovely. Congratulations. Yeah, it's not mine then. It's just everyone's, isn't it? Oh, how wonderful. Sorry, I just got something on my hand then. Right. What was I doing? I was doing 599, wasn't I? Yeah, I don't know what it is. What's up with that pencil? It's the only one and it crumbles so much. Okay, so I'm just getting my 872 again. I'm just going to blend that a little bit in. So I'm going to blend in those reddy tones around the edges a little bit with the 872. So I always go back to my lightest shade and blend in. Oh, I don't have the Derwent Artist. Electric Lulu. I don't think I've used that one. I think there might just, in the production of certain pencils, I think there just might be the odd one that they have a little bit of a dud time with, and you know, you'd think that they would do something about it really. So I'm just back in with my 599 around her ears before I blend that in a bit. I'm going to add a bit of purple, which will be Parma Violet in the Prismas. So back to my 872 in Luminance. Okay, so she's starting to have a little bit of a glow to her now. I'm going to grab... Hi, Shalene. How are you? Take care, Beth. Have a good day. I'm just going back on the chat. Just grabbing... this is Parma Violet in Prismacolor. And if I bring the light over, you can see... And this is the old stock. I've still got a few of the old stock. This is 1008. And again, I'm just going to layer in some of that purple. Not a lot, just a little bit. The purple tones down the red, and the red tones down the purple. They bounce off each other perfectly. Red and purple just go hand in hand. So if you've got a reddy tone, the purple will do wonders with the red tones. Purple and red, perfect. They're the perfect match. I'm just going in, just adding a little bit in, just coming off of her hair there with a bit of a shadow. I'm alright, how are you? How are you, Shalene? Hope you're having a good day. I was watching one of Shalene's, when we were all talking on one of Shalene's live streams, and Shalene said, hiya, you know, because that's how I always say it. She said, oh, that's just Sammy's thing. I do say it a lot, don't I? That's just how I greet people. Hiya, at the top of my lungs. Okay, so this is just the Parma Violet. Just going around a bit. So I'm just adding that Parma Violet very lightly, but you want it to add some. You're going to blend this in again, but you want to lay it down where you want it to go to start with. I don't want to go too much under her eye because otherwise she'll look like she's got a black eye. Thanks, Sing. So I just play around really, me. I don't have a pattern. I just play around with where I want things. So this is just that line that I made. I want to bring some of that purple up to her eye here. So you can see the purple in her skin now, can't you? Right, I'm going to add a bit of buff titanium in the middle here. This is buff titanium and luminance. This just makes her forehead the lightest part on her and blends in those colours a bit in the middle. So, what was the other colour that I wanted? Espresso. Right, so this is espresso in the Prismas. I'm just going like a, literally just around the edges really. I'm just adding in that little bit of depth on those parts. Hiya Natalie. Hiya Amani. Hi Shirley. That sounds like a good time, organising that cart. I organised the other day because it makes me feel settled in myself when I do that. I had a good organisation, guys. I did my books and my DVDs all in order because you've probably heard me talk about it. I love a box set, an American box set, and there's so many on my wish list is crazy. So just with espresso still, very lightly. Yeah, I'm working my way through. I was very generously gifted Dexter. So once I'm done with my Grey's Anatomy, I'm going to move over to Dexter. So I can't thank that beautiful friend enough for doing that. So I will get through them, but I organise everything by, my books are all in order of artists and type, so all the Oriental ones together, all the Disney ones together, all the Misfits together, that kind of thing. And then all my DVDs are in order of box sets and genre, and I had a really good time organising that the other day. Yeah, I've never watched Dexter. Never watched it. I love doing anything like that, Francis. Seriously, it's, if I feel a little bit stressed or under stress for any kind, I'm just going to bring that along a bit because there's a bit of hair here. And at the moment I have got a little bit of it, not hugely, it's just I feel a bit unsettled. And the thing that I find that relaxes me the most is cleaning and organising. So I just love organising, and it's the only thing that will settle me down. So when I did that, I felt so good. I felt so good. Oh my goodness, there's too many. I wouldn't know off the top of my head. There's so many amazing ones on Instagram. I couldn't pick out. There's too many. I follow so many colourists, it would be hard to single out and pick out. Just grabbing some blush pink out of Prismas in 928, and I am going to bring pink into her cheeks, not massively, just a small amount. So just to bring a bit of blush into her cheeks. The good thing with the Prismas and the Luminance, you can lay it on top of each other. So I'm just bringing some of that in. Okay. Just a little bit, just gives her a bit of colour to her cheeks. Okay. Hiya, Mr. Q. I just do it in the moment, Joy. Honestly, I'm very just spare of the moment, pick something up and have a go. What about you guys? How long does it take you? So I'm just getting back my 872 and this will be my final colour. This is my original colour and I'm going to blend that all in at the edges, get rid of those pencil lines. But I'm being wary of that bit of hair that I've put in there. And then I'm going to move down to the neck. Yeah, I'm very spare of the moment, just pick what I fancy. I don't really have a process. I look at something, I know how I want it to come out in my head, and then I kind of just go for it and hope for the best. Right, should we do our lips as well while I'm on? I might as well do the lips now. Yeah, me too, Natalie. They are, Shirley, they are. See, if I zoom out, you'll get a better idea of how it will kind of look. So her face is more or less, if I move that right away, you can see the depth of it. Her face has got a few colours, but where it builds up, you've got all the white around her, this stands out more. And that's the thing, if you layer up a few colours and add depth in, you can achieve that. So I don't really go for anything in particular, I will just pick out what I fancy. Okay, I'm zooming you back in. So we're going to do her lips. I'm picking back up my blush pink in the Prismas, which is PC928. And I'm going to go around the edges first and bring some down and around that edge and leave some of that middle lighter because that's where our highlight's going to be. Same with sort of around here, I'm going to go around the edging. I'm going medium pressure here. And I'm just going to do her quite pale lip. I'm going to bring in Nectar. Yeah, she's amazing, isn't she? Oh, Sue. I haven't seen, if I could, honestly, if I had a process, I would tell you. I just look at something and I know what I want to do and I just grab. I don't have like a plan, I just grab what I fancy. Desiree, no, I've just done the face. No, that's what I was saying, Shirley. I don't know, you probably weren't here when I was talking about it. It's just the only one that crumbles in the Luminance. I don't know what it is. Okay, getting the Nectar. I'm just going to go heavy on the inner part of her lip. Just bring that round. I'm going to keep her quite fleshy toned. I'm going to bring some of that espresso. I know you're thinking, what? It shadows it. I'm just bringing in some espresso and I'm going so lightly. It just, on those little sort of grey scaled bits on her lips, it gives a little bit of depth. I'm thinking she's mad, what's she doing? I promise you, I know what I'm doing. I think yeah. Oh, really? I don't think the primrose. I think the primrose is okay in mine. Let me have a look. I've got it in front of me. I think primrose. Hold on. I shall tell you. 1 second, guys. I want to know now. No, my primrose is fine. No, my primrose is absolutely fine. Alright, back to my Prismacolor blush pink. And then I need Posca or a Uniball, anything. It's going to be, I'm going to complete Little Pickle, Serene. What about you guys? Has anyone completed a book, or is there someone that wants to complete a book? Is there any goals that you've got towards the book? Yeah, I think that's the same with all of us, Desiree, to be fair. I think we've all got a few, haven't we? Right, I'm just getting a white gel pen. This is just a jelly roll. It doesn't matter which one you do. I've just picked whatever was at hand. I'm just picking up, I'm just adding in a bit of white. Just a tiny little bit around. Okay, I'm going to move that a minute. So can you see the sort of depth of her colour? Hiya, Chai. Yeah, same. It's hard to pick, isn't it? It's very hard to pick. Okay, do I want to do her eyes before I move on to the neck? Yeah, I think we will. I think I'm going to do her green eyes, guys. So I'm going to pick out... Is everyone okay? Is everyone alright to stay for a bit? What I was thinking about doing, like, her skin and her eyes today. Thanks, Lou. Are you alright? Oh, sorry, Debs. I know YouTube has a bit of a nightmare. Wow, you've finished Imagine Morphia. That must have been a task. Right, I have grabbed olive yellow in the Luminance in 015, and very lightly I'm going to put some of that in. So I'm just going in lightly. I don't know if you can see. Okay, I'm just checking. Yep, Desiree, I'm with you. I do want to finish Serene, but I'm very much, I just want to colour what takes me in the moment. Oh, thanks, Chai. Thank you. Right, so now I have grabbed, what's this one called? Dark English Green in 729. And, oh, crumbling away there. Let me go around the edging a little bit and into the tops. So I don't know if Andrew, can you stick the kettle on, please? And I'm going to bring some of that green in, just a little bit. You need quite a sharp pencil for this. So these are tiny eyes, these are hard to do. I'm just bringing up to the tops, and then I'm going to bring some of that colour down. So just like, I don't know if you can see. Just around a little bit. Oh, okay. Does your mum do it as well, Francis? So remember, are you girl who's making painting? I'm not painting, I'm colouring. I'm just reading the chat for a second. Wow, you finished those, Phoebe. They're a task as well, because they fold out quite a lot, aren't they? If there's anything in particular, can you shove them in capitals? Yeah, I am too, Lou. I am too. Okay, so I'm going to carry on. So I'm just going around those edges. Now I need a bit of black. I need a bit of black. So with my black, I don't know if I can, oh I can zoom you in a bit more. Okay, so I'm going to go in a little bit at the tops. Just bring that down, and then just around the edge, just slightly, bring some of those little bits up. I don't know if you can see. And then I don't know if this jelly roll is good enough, but I'm going to have a go. I need a bit of scrap paper, guys. Hi, Katrina, how are you? I don't know if this jelly roll is any good, but I'm going to give it a go, because I need my Posca bar. Right, there we go. So I'm going to put in another little, just a bit here. Is it coming up? Yeah. And then underneath I'm going to add in just a little little bit. And then just tiny amount. Right. So if I zoom you out, can you see? It's just adding in a little bit as well. There we go. So she's got something, hasn't she? Hiya! Hi, Darla. Yes, you do, Mr. Q. Yes, you do. It is a beautiful book. I'm going to move down to her neck now. Right, I need my pencils again. Desiree, I'm so shocked that you don't have it yet, honestly. Oh, so this is going to be next, is it? Okay, I'm getting 872 again. So very lightly base down like I did on her face. I'm going to lightly base down the 872 to initially start with. It's absolutely stunning, this book. It is just breathtaking, isn't it? And you look at it and you just start, no picture is bad, but you don't know where to start because they're all lovely. You know when you're so indecisive on what you want to do because they're all beautiful? That is me with this book and with Serene. It's like, where do you head? What one do you head to? So I'm just basing down the first initial layer, which is the lightest layer known to mankind. So I'll show you how light I mean. That is how light I'm going. See, if I go heavy, that's a heavy line. That is how light I'm going. No, not at all, not at all. Ah, well, good luck to everyone that does enter the giveaway over on DD's. I hope you're, well, you know, I hope that whoever does win it is a very happy chappy on the day. So good luck to every single one. So yeah, we're just going in very lightly to start with. Then I'm going to bring in, like I did on the last time, I think it was brown ochre, wasn't it? Yeah. Brown ochre, Luminance 037. Thanks, Katrina. Oh, thanks, Lou. It's just a learning curve. I think the more you do it, the more you get confident with it. What is the most common question that I get asked? What colours do you use for hair? What colours do you use for face? I always get asked what colours I get used. That's the most common question. And another common question, that's why I did skin charts. What colour can I use for skin? In Luminance, in Prismas, in Polys. And I'm like, I don't know off the top of my head. Let's just do the charts and we can work it out together. And that's why I did the charts. Thanks, Mr. Q. It does, it does. I truly do think that. Okay, 037. So remember with under the chin, you're going to have a little bit more of a shadow because the chin, especially when you're lying down, is going to mask some of that skin. Same with going along with hair. Just map out where you want your shadows to go. Now you bring that shading up. Thanks, Melody. Sleep well if you fall asleep. Sleep well. I'll speak to you soon. And take care. Lots of love. Okay, so I fade that out because you don't forget you are going to layer up and you are going to blend it out anyway with your other pencils. But I'm kind of just bringing that down. I talk you through my process in my head. I bring that down and I'm just sort of going along where I would imagine that things would hit the skin, or the darker parts would be on the skin, or there's loads of things to take into consideration. Again, I say it every single time, I'm not the best colorist, I'm not even remotely great, I just enjoy doing it. So I'm just showing you this. I don't ever call them tutorials, I'm just talking you through my colouring, so that I can hopefully help people who might not have the confidence, especially with skin and stuff. I mean, I'm not great at all, but I hope that this helps somebody. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, I mean, I do jot things down when I remember, but I also share a lot on Instagram or the Facebook group, Reading Pugs. I share a lot of colour combinations in there. So sometimes I say to you, just refer to the colour combinations because I've stuck them all in there, kind of thing. So, yeah. Always modest. Okay, I'm grabbing 077 now. And again, I'm just going to bring some of that in. But if you've not got the confidence to do certain things, just keep going. I mean, God, when I look at my first skins, oh Lord, what was I thinking? But then you build on it. And again, I'm still not great, but I'm happy with what it comes out with now. Used to be so critical of everything. I used to be like, oh no, that's awful. We're our own worst critic, guys. As long as you enjoy the process, it doesn't matter how you do it. If you do it with markers, if you do it with pencils, as long as you're happy. Oh, thanks, Stella. Ah, thanks, Pickle. I'm good. I'm glad that I helped. I'm glad that I helped. The Facebook group that I'm active in is Jen's group, Reading with Pugs, but I have got Colour and Chat with Sammy, Adult Colouring, which is my page. I don't have my own group. Too much hard work. I'm okay to just mod. I don't want my own group. Okay, I'm going to get back my 872 a minute. I'm just going to get this one. I'm just going to blend that in a bit. Don't worry about anything going over lines because we're going to sort that out. So this is just blending out those pencil lines a little. If you've got pencil lines, if you faded it out, you can always blend it in with your lightest colour. Go back to your lightest colour. So in this case, the lightest colour is 872 in the Luminance, and just go over it and then start building those layers up and fading it all out. I'm just concentrating for a second. If you've got any questions, just fire away at me. If I can't answer them, I'll say. If I can, I'll let you know. Yeah, I love that group. Natalie, I do. I love the whole binds. I just don't use them on streams because people have messaged to say, can I please not use them so much on the streams because they're an expensive pencil and they're not everyone uses, and I respect that. So. It's a great group, Pickle. It's a great group. Little Pickle. Right, I'm going to get my 599 in the Luminance again. And now I'm going to start to plan where I want the darkest parts of her to go. So I'm going to fade that down and out. This is the ready tone. So we're going under, but we're fading that down and out. Is it okay on your screens, guys? Can you see what I'm doing okay? I'm trying to not get my arm and my hand in the way. So just very lightly going along. Again, with this hair, I'm going to bring that down. Bring that up. Same along here. So Natalie, what, do I like them or do I use them more than Luminance? In my own time, I do use them a lot. In my free time. Not the, because I do colouring in my own free time, not just for the streams, because I'm only streaming Tuesdays and Saturdays and then the occasional Thursday. So I do use them in my own pictures, but I don't like to use them too much on stream because I did get quite a few messages to say that not everyone's got them, and then can you convert all the colours into other pencils, and to be honest, I have not got time to sit and do all of that. I try and do it on stream as much as possible, but in my own free time to sit and go through all my pencils and convert them, oh, it's going to take a long time, long time. Yeah, Shirley, that's it. I like to use so much. Lou, have you not got them? I honestly thought you had them. You need to get a few singles and try them. I'll get you a few singles. When's your birthday? They are more expensive than the Luminance, but when you think about it, you get 150 pencils, and then the Luminance, what do you get? 80 or 70 something. I haven't tried Pan Pastels. Dee Dee is doing the most amazing things with them, and it's making me think, oh my god, I need to try them. But no, I haven't tried them. I've been told by quite a few people that I need to. I need the coaster, that one. But no, I haven't. Have you guys? Do you like them? 76, thank you. Yeah, it's 76 for like nearly £200 against £250 for 150 pencils. Thank you. Oh yay, Lou. What colours did you buy? Oh, no. Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard because there's so many pencil sets, isn't there? But just go by looking at them. How I do it, I don't match mine up. What I tend to do is look at the different sets and look at the colours that I would like to use in those sets for certain things. Just got a cup of tea, guys. I've got a cup of tea. Oh, they've gone down, Lizzie. Oh, you sound like you're all having so much fun with them. That is an absolute bargain, Lou. An absolute bargain. There used to be £3.20 per pencil. Lizzie, Black Friday they usually go down. So I'm still with my £5.99. The Prismas always go down Black Friday, and you can get a great set for like £50. And I usually buy them on Amazon.com and get them from America with shipping over here. And I have to wait again to get those because I'll have to top up because I use them so much. Sorry, sweethearts, I was just needing a bit of a drink. Okay, I'm getting my beige in my Prismas, which is 997. I'm just going to blend in that red a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult because we do have to sit there and work it all out, don't we? Like, what is the closest to? Because we might see something that someone's done, like for instance in the Holbeins, and they tell us the colours, which I usually do as well. But you might not have those Holbeins, which is fair enough. So you have to kind of match in the closest, or you know, about the closest sort of things you can to them in the sets that you've got. But it's impossible to do. I don't sit there working it out. I just look at the colours and I think, right, that looks similar, let me go for that. And then I build on it, and I just, how I do my stuff, I just build up. And you just go by similar, just look at by eye. If you've got by eye, you can work it out. Honestly, you can do it. So I'm going to go for, sorry about Tilly. Janice, no, I haven't. I didn't buy those because they had a lot of mixed reviews. Tilly, get down. Tilly. Andrew, where are you? Oh, Tilly's on the blind. Come on. Sorry, guys. Tilly's gone on the blind. Come on. Tilly. 1 second, please. I just got to get off the blind. Oh. Come on. Down you get, woman. Yep. Oh. Come on in. Come on. Right, sit there. Good girl. Just stay there. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, Tilly was on the blind. Oops. No, yeah, as I was saying, I haven't tried the Derwent Artist because it had such mixed reviews and I wasn't sure. So I didn't ever buy those ones. Yeah, I heard that, CB. I heard that, so I didn't get them. I do love Derwent, but they had, probably out of all the pencil sets, they had the least popularity amongst colourists. So I was just like, oh, probably not for me then. Okay, got espresso now. Espresso in the Prismacolors. Now I'm going to do my shadowing under her chin. Are you all okay for time? Because I know you've all got lives and things to do. Not like me, I've got no life. Oh dear. So you're all okay for time? Hi Ashley. Happy to have you here. Oh, Tilly's on one. She's on the blinds again. It's gonna be up and down like a yo-yo, aren't I? It's alright, Desiree. We can be twins. Come down, you. Come on. Down. No. You're not allowed on there. No. Yeah. Right, I'm back again. Oh my lord. Oops. Right, espresso. So I'm just going underneath. I don't want to add too much. I'm just going to tilt her a second because I'm at an angle. So just going underneath with this espresso, and I am making a shadow, but I don't want it in black. And I'm fading it out. Same with the hair. I'm just going to go sort of in between there. So if I zoom you in, I've got to take this pencil line out after. Don't worry too much about pencil lines because you can blend them out. So just underneath a little. And then with your buff titanium I've got, you can take some pencil lines and sort of dull them down. And then 872. So you can blend that out, it's fine. Don't worry about pencil lines and you're thinking, oh my god, I'm never going to get rid of that. You can. You can, honestly. So you can see she's got a shadow and it's not overbearing. So I'll move that away a minute. Tilt it and zoom you out. You can see the depth of the colours if I tilt her up. Yeah, so we're going to do these arms, hands, and then we'll see where we're at. Are you good for time? Hi, Faye. Me too, but then I thought, do I want a twin sister actually? Because some of them say that they're always in each other, and I thought, I could kind of see why that would be annoying, but then again, it would be quite cool. Hi, Karen with a C. Right, I'm zooming you back in. Actually, I'll leave you zoomed out for a minute because I'm only putting down a base. Putting a base down of the Luminance 872. 872 is burnt ochre 10%. So I'm just going to put that base colour down. I'm trying to think what colour I want her hair. What do you think her hair should be? Red? Like a gingery red? I quite like ginger red colours. That would be in Prismacolors if I do that. Is it okay on your screens, guys? Oh dear. Yeah, I will go blind. That's right. Yeah, they're so hard to see. I'm trying to look. That's the only downside, as I said to them, is the writing on them. Like, they should be made so that they don't rub off and they're easily visible. And like, I need a magnifying glass to see what they are on these, honestly. Okay, so I'm just trying to work out. It's like they've forgotten. Thank you, Faye. I think they've forgotten where to... That looks like her arm there. I'm going to draw that in because it looks a bit odd if I do like a hand without... I'm going to draw that in. I'm going to have that as a... trying to think where that would go. Okay. See, that to me would be her arm, wouldn't it? Can you see this bit? But it's like, unless I did her arm going that way. Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking red, like a ginger red, you know what I mean? Like a natural red head, and I can add a few freckles in because she's got green eyes. And then I was thinking that the orchids can be like buttercup yellows and a few pinky, very pale pink colours, and maybe, I don't know about her dress yet, we'll see. But I'll go with the flow. I'll see what takes me. I'll see what goes with like what I'm thinking. I might base down her dress with watercolour neos and then go from there with pencils. So I'm just basing down 872 to start with, like I did with her face and her neck. I'm getting this colour going. So thanks everyone that's joined me today and taking time out of your day to join me, because I know that you've all got lives. Arm goes down, doesn't it? I say here, wouldn't you say here? It's just really, do you know what? I'm going to make it an arm in between, because otherwise it's just like a blank space. I'm going to make that an arm, guys. Even if it wasn't, it's going to be one now. There we go. It's an arm. It's an arm. Faye, is it your birthday tomorrow? Happy birthday. Happy birthday for tomorrow, because I won't be streaming, so I'll say it now. Yeah, I'd say that's right, wouldn't you? Right, okay, we're going to get doing with these hands. So what I'm going to do is zoom you in a little now. Hiya, Phantom. That's okay. Thanks for joining to say hello. Right, let's do these hands, guys. What colours do I want? I'm going to put a bit of purple last. So we'll come here, So I'm going to grab 037. Hi, Starbuck. Oh, Tilly's sitting at the window. Bless her. Okay, so this is the Luminance. This is 037 and this is brown ochre. So hands are a little bit more difficult to do. There is some lines to go with, and they're not as easy to sort of work out where you want your shading, but that's okay. I'll just go with what I fancy. So I'm going to go along the sort of very lightly. I am going super light, and I'm just going around. So there is a knuckle there. I'm just sort of laying down where I want some colour. Right, on the inside as well, I've gone all hot now. I've had that cup of tea. Does anyone else get that? I was absolutely fine. I've had a cup of tea and I'm roasting potatoes again, sitting there. Oh, thank you. That app is the one that Desiree told me about, isn't it, Desiree? Is that the one? Yeah, so with the hands, I'm just kind of going with where I want some shading to go. I've not got a particular pattern. So just on the insides a little bit there. I think Tilly's talking to you all at the minute. I'm going to bring some of that shading up. Is it on your screen? There we go. I'm going to bring some of that shading up and in. I'm just starting to lay it down, guys. This is nothing yet. I always say to you, I like to plan where I want my colours and my shading to go, so that when I come in with the next colour, I know what I'm going to be doing. You all okay, soft time? Yeah, she's happy. She is happy. Yeah. They're hard. Hi, Michelle. They are. They're a little bit more difficult to sort of map and plan out. So I'm going to go along with the leaves here. Same with down here. So as I said, I just talk you through my process in my head as I'm doing it. So instead of my head thinking it, my mouth is saying it. I've got to sit. I was meant to do an online food shop before I came on stream, and I didn't because I didn't have enough time. So when I come off stream, I've got to go and do a shop because I don't fancy going shopping, guys. I just feel like staying at home in a minute and putting on box sets and just cuddling up on the sofa and not really doing much. Does anyone else get like that? I hope I'm not the only one. It's like comfort zone, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just coming down a little bit. So, I know those of you asked me about my back. I never talk about it, but I've had a phone call from the physio that was referring me over to my surgeon for the back. And the long and short of it is, I won't be having my back surgery at the moment. She's not going to bother with a referral because I want children. If I wasn't having or planning on having children, then they would go ahead with the referral for the surgery. But they won't advise it before children. So at the moment I need to decide what I want to do. So I know quite a few people ask how stuff is, but that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Because I want a family, I want that first, and then you can get the referral after. But it's just going to be a waste of time for the surgeon and for me to even bother going ahead with that. Yeah. Lizzie, I do usually. So I'm just going to zoom out a minute. Faye, you can, but you've got to wait. If you want one, you have to have the other, because you know when you have a child, you become like all supple, don't you, down there, and your lower back is your support, and they tell you that because you become all supple, if they're going to do a fusion, they'll do it after rather than before. Hiya, Robin. Right, what colour do I want? By the way, guys, I'm not having a baby right now. I'm just like thinking about my future here. I've got to think ahead. said, because I'm 31 now, I don't want to leave it too long. Me too, Katrina. I'm always been a bird lady. I love my birds. Hi, Robin. And hi, Robin B. You've got Robin T and Robin B. How are you, sweets? How are you both? Yeah, birds are fantastic. Grabbing nectar out of the prismas now. So I love mixing. Shirley, I know what you mean about the hands. They're really hard to work out. But you know what? I'm not even going to worry too much. It will come out how it comes out. I'm just going to go with the flow. So just going over that, because as I said, it tones down the pinkiness when you put the brown of the nectar. So I'm just going to go with the flow on these hands, because I don't want to, it needs some shading, but you don't want to like overload them. Because my hands are pretty, I've got quite a few veins in mine, I'm like see-through. They're quite pale, I've only got a bit of reddening in between and stuff. I've got 2 Desirees as well. So Desiree, I'm going to call you Ray Ray like I've always called you, because that's just so much easier for me. So the other one's Desiree, and then you've got Ray Ray. Yeah, Miss Ray Ray. Okay. So I'm just going to add some of that in there on her sort of palm and fade that out. Oh, anyone in the UK, I don't know if I was watching, oh my god, it gets your blood boiling. On Channel 5, there was things about gang culture. What is wrong with people nowadays? Hi. Oh, you're going to get the ink tents. I still need to do stuff with mine. I do use them, but not as much as I should. Yeah, I was watching that this morning, and oh lord, you know, you sit there sometimes, you watch some programs and they really get your blood boiling. You sit there and you're like, why do people do this to each other? So that's all I did this morning, and I was supposed to go out and then I didn't end up going out, so now I'm here with you guys. Oh, excuse me. I know, Faye, I know. I was watching it on the catch-up on Channel 5, and it's just, I mean, they just are groomed into that way of life, and it's sad. It's so sad. I'm just going over with the nectar, and I'm fading some of that out. But it's crazy. I mean, they truly believe all this rubbish, you know? But ultimately, they're sort of against themselves, really, you know? Sad. I was watching it, and these young people, I don't know, and you can't change it, but I love watching anything like that on the telly. But I sit there like talking to the telly, telling them to stop. Who uses their ink tents, or who has got them and still doesn't use them enough? Because that is me. Right, I'm just going onto that leaf. Right, hands are taking me ages. I do apologise because I've been chatting. Yeah, same. I'm not the only one then. I need to do more of them. Like a slap on the wrist, you know. No, same here. Yeah. Sorry, Stella. It's because I had a mouthful of tea and then I hiccuped. Aw, Joy, well I hope you get them. Back to, before I add any other colour, back to my 872 in the Luminance. I'm going to blend out those pencil lines. Yeah, I had a mouthful of tea and then I had a hiccup stuck in my throat. I'm sorry if that was rude. Excuse me, guys. Right, so I'm just blending that out and put put those pencil lines right to bed. We don't want the pencil lines, we want them to bed. So what's the time? Oh, I've been on an hour and a half already. Where does time go? He's flying. Mind you, we've got face, eyes, neck, and we'll get hands done. And we can plan the colour. We can maybe do one orchid before. I'm going to leave her hair for now because I'll do this all on screen. I won't do any in my spare time. This is with you guys on streams. Okay, so I'm going fairly medium pressure. So just getting all those pencil lines out. Okay, just reading the chat. Take care. Take care, Jamie Fran. Jamie Fran. Wow, Lizzie. Do you know, I very rarely go to Hobbycraft, to be honest. I got mine on sale. Andrew bought them for me, actually. I didn't buy them. Andrew got me my Inktense last year, and they were on sale on Amazon, and I think they were 40 something. I can't remember, but they were on sale anyway. Because they were on sale, and I was like, Andrew. And then I sing him a song about needing them. I'm not even going to sing that on stream. But it's about need. I need them. And bless him, he bought them. Okay, so I'm just blending out those lines and starting to layer up those colours a bit more. I'm going to add a bit of red in there. The reddy tone. You're joking. Hi, Anne. 15. What, for the full set? That's crazy. That's absolutely bonkers. I've never heard of them being that price. Oh, the 24. That's still really good. But you had the full set then. I was going to say for 24. For the full set. Wow. Michelle, that's good as well. Okay, I'm now getting $5.99. So we have done up here. We're working our way down. This is the Luminance, and this is just adding a touch of colour around those sort of bits that we want a shadowing. We haven't done bad actually on this stream in terms of the amount we've got done in an hour and a half. This used to take me a couple of days. If I did this before, it would have took me ages. So I'm just adding that in underneath. Thank you. Oh, sorry, yeah, it is, if anyone wants to know the front cover, it is this one. It's a Korean book, and it's by an artist called Momo Girl. So this one's signed, so it's M-O-M-O, and then that's meant to be girl, and it's called Girls with Poem. So it's a Korean book, and it's from Etsy, and I think Coolcraftbook does it. I can't remember, is it colourful? Yeah, Coolcraftbook does it. Oh, thank you, little pickle. Okay, so back in. So I'm still with my $5.99. I'm just literally just putting in some shading, just a little bit, just a hint, a little touch of it. See, I am happiest doing people. This is my comfort zone, just because I just love doing them. Not because I'm amazing. I never, you know me, I will never ever 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 think I'm anywhere near some amazing skills or anything like that. But I just prefer to colour people. and this is my comfort zone, just sitting and doing a person. I love to see the person come to life on screen. I mean, when I look at someone like, just so many people, but Dee Dee's amazing with people, and Chris Cheng's amazing with people, and I'm like, I want to be like that. I want to do that. Hi Elizabeth, how are you? Yeah, Coolcraftbook, I thought it was. You can, Lou, you can get a PDF as well. She is, she is. She is. I'm sort of just, I still class myself as like a beginner. Oh, Faye. No, I'm nowhere near, but thank you so much. I mean, they're just incredible. They really are. They are incredible. This is purple, Parma Violet. I'm just adding a hint of it, and then I'm going to blend that out. They are in a league of their own, bless them. I'm just like, yes, I want to be like that. But then I love so many different styles that honestly I can't pinpoint people. I love any colouring, markers, pencils, pastels, watercolours, acrylics. I love it all. There's not one, it's all got a story behind it, and it's all got something that draws my eye in. So there's nothing that I don't like to look at and appreciate. And I mean, I sit there sometimes looking through the groups and I'm like, wow, there is just some amazing pictures about. Oh, there, yeah, exactly. They do, and that's what makes the world go round. Everyone's different. It would be very boring if we were all the same. Oh, that's okay, Ashley. Okay, back to my 872. I'm going to blend that in a little bit, and then we are going to do her nails and probably just plan what we're going to do with one of these orchids. I always say that about anything, you know, like when people dye their hair and have like these crazy colours, and I'm like, well, that's what makes it, you know, that's what makes it interesting. Purple hair, pink hair, I love it. I love it. I love things that are just everyone being their own style. It's unique. It's so unique. No, because they're like ink, aren't they? They're so vibrant. I'm just going to zoom out a minute. I'm just going to go in over this a little bit. Okay, I'm not going to fiddle with the hands too much. Oh, really? I didn't know that. They're going to bring out a bigger set. That's good. Oh, sorry about that for a second. Just going to move the camera. That's it. Right, her nails. I think I'm going to go for... She's got the Luminance in front of me. I think I'm going to go for like a scarlet red with the deep red, and blend that in. So with her nails, oh, I love pink hair, Faye. I love it. Kate, Kate's Colouring Haven, Kate. She's got pink hair. I love pink hair. Oh, cool. I'll have to have a look. Thank you, Katrina. I mean, when the light, if I tilt it, you can see a bit how much deeper it is. The light does drown it out a little bit, but I can't do much about that. I'm just going to turn her, and I'm going to zoom you in a second, and I'm going to get in the Luminance Scarlet in 070, and I'm going to go around one edge lightly. And I'm going to leave a little bit of a highlight. We're going to put some buff titanium around that. So I'm just going around the edges. And then the same, I'm going to go around. Is it in screen? Yeah, I'll do that. So this is the Scarlet in the Luminance before I add any other colour. I'm just sort of thinking where I want this. Yeah, that's it. Whether or not they do or don't is a different matter, but we hope they do. I read that too, Lou. The Black Widow sets are going to bring out another set. It's not confirmed. It's not. They haven't put a name out there or anything yet, but apparently they're going to bring another 24 set out with different colours. Okay, getting now the this is the Perylene Brown in 585. I'm just going to go just deepen that around the edges before I add and blend the rest out. I'm just going to put this round. I love my Black Widows. I do use them often, not for skins, but they're amazing for everything else. But I hope they focus on a portrait set. This is just what my personal opinion. They haven't got many skin tones in them, and I think if they focus, they've got so many landscape ones, purples, blues, greens. That would be amazing if they brought out a landscape set, a portrait set. Hi, Claire. Yeah, I do think they need to. Back to Scarlet, just to blend that out, and then we're bringing up off titanium. I think, personally, with the Black Widow sets, they need a portrait set. If they brought a portrait set out, I'd be a happy, happy person. Because that's the only thing that they lack in for me. Yeah, Lizzie, probably like a 150 set would be good, wouldn't it? Like an anniversary edition or something where they added an extra 30 colours would be great. Buff titanium in the Luminance. Just around the edge where there's a bit of a highlight. And then we'll put the page straight in a second because I've got you all skewish. Okay, so we've done her skin and we've done her nails. We'll look at this flower here in the yellows, and then we'll... Hi, Kenneth! How you doing? And then I'm going to call it done for now on that until our next stream. But I'm going to have a go at some nice pale yellow. So I'm going to use Primrose in there. What other colour? I want a slight... So I'm going to pick out a couple of colours and we'll go from there. Okay, I'll tell you what they are in a second. And then I want buff titanium. Hi, April. That's okay. Okay, so the ones that I've picked out this is all Luminance. This is Raw Sienna in 036, Primrose in 242, Golden Bismuth Yellow in 820, and Buff Titanium. And the reason I'm going to do that, I want to do this, you get those really nice buttercup yellow orchids, and I'm going to alternate them. So I'm going to have the buttercup ones in these, and the ones that are in a different style like that one, and here I'm going to have pinks. but the plain ones that look very similar, and this one is going to be all the pale yellow. So we're going to have a go at that. I've never done a pale yellow orchid before, so this is like a first time for me as well. So I'm working this out with you. Which book, Lou? I'm zooming you in. Okay, so we're going to focus on this one here. So I'm going to put a base coat down of Primrose in the Luminance. So we're just basing down quite light with Primrose. As we build our colours up, we just want to see what this is going to come out like, because I'm curious myself. Now if you look on an orchid, they have these little veins in their petals, if you look closely. Okay. August one is Colour All the Misfits, which is not for everyone, but it's just Colour All the Misfits. So it's by White Stag Misfits Books, and it's just if you wanted to do a picture from one of them. Quite a few people bought the Colour in Heaven Misfit special. It just gives a chance to people to get stuck in with those. Yeah, Desiree B. I love them. I personally love them. I think they're good, but they're not good for portrait stuff. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, if you wanted skin tones and stuff out of them, they're not great. But if you wanted things for like landscapes and blues and purples, they're amazing. Oh, yay. So you can get stuck into those then. Okay, I'm going to grab the 820, and I'm going to start putting down a bit of that colour. I'm going to go around the edge as well. So, just kind of doing my own thing here. I'm not following anything. Just going to go around. So I'm going to keep this quite a pale petal, and I'm going to put the veins and stuff in, but I want to bring some of that around. Is this okay on your screens? But I just want to add a little bit of a brighter yellow, but not too much. Just brings a little bit in. That's okay. Hi again. Oh, Day of the Dead. That sounds good. Okay. So I'm just putting a very light base coat. I'm adding that in. So I'm nearly done. I'm just going to do this one orchid here, and then I will, it would have been on them by about 2 hours. I'm not going to do, this is all going to be done on streams. It's just to break up the turtles, so we've got a couple on the go rather than just one on the go. So now I'm going to grab my 036, and I'm going to start adding in a little bit deeper colours. So around this bit here. I'm just going to fade some of that in. I need to do a few veins as well. I'm just concentrating a second. I don't want too much of this because I do want the primrose to show through. So I just want them like a buttercup. You know, like a, I'm going to try and add a few veins. They do have them in the orchid, not many, but in orchid petals, if you look closely, they've got the most faint little sort of just tiny veins. guys. They're hardly visible, but if you put them in the light, you can see them more. So if you've got an orchid plant, just have a look. They're tiny, tiny. The fairy one's good, Elizabeth. Take care, CB. The fairy misfits is good. And back to my primrose in a minute. I'm just going to blend those lines out. Just on the edges. It depends what kind of style you like, but the fairy one's lovely, and the first one's great. Right, I need a bit of a deeper colour there, so I'm going to grab 077. Just in this bit, I'm going to put some like brown. So just going around slightly. It depends what kind of style you like, but the first one's an all-rounder, and so is the Fairy Misfits, which is volume 4. If I zoom out, you can see it's like a very pale orchid. Take care, have a great time at ballet, Francis. I'm just going to go around this is 820. I'm just going around the edging a little bit. Okay, so it's like a very pale yellow. So if I bring that over, it washes her out a bit, but you can kind of see, if I bring it up, that it's like a very pale, nice, like a buttercup yellow, which I really like. So she can have a mixture of that colour. You can also try, I need to write those down because I'll lose what I'm doing otherwise. Let me just write that down. Right, this is the yellow orchids were Luminance, and they were 820, 242, 036 and 801. Thank you. I just want to try the pink and then I'll be done. Where in the hell did I put that? I chucked in, oh there it is. I found it. So I'm thinking like the different styles here, so they're slightly different to those. I want to do them pale pinks. I'll take the blame, that's okay, Elizabeth. It's okay, I don't mind taking the blame for that one. So I want to alternate them. I'm only going to do this side of the page and not this side, so it ends there. So I was thinking, if I come over to this one, I'm going to do in the Prismacolor blush pink, and I'm going to put that down very lightly. I just want to plan these out so I know what I'm doing next time I come back on stream. Next time will probably be Mr. Turtle, and then we'll alternate and we'll do one stream the turtle, one stream this until we finish, and then we'll have another 2 on the go. Does that sound good? It's good to have 2 on the go rather than 1, because then we can, some people don't want to do the turtle, some people want to do the person, some people want to do the person, not the turtle. Some people only want to do the turtle, some people don't want to do any. But we'll go with what we can. Okay, so I'm gonna do blush pink. That's in the Prismacolor. So we can just like have 2 at a time. I'm gonna go with a primrose on that as well, or beige. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Yeah, I think it's good to have a couple. I just think that it gives a bit of choice then. Because then we've got, you know, choice for everyone, haven't we? Right. So now I have grabbed Purplish Red in 350, and this is the Luminance. I'm sure magenta or something in the Prismas would be the same. So I'm just going to go round. I'm going to bring some of that in. Very lightly. I'm just concentrating for a second. Kind of want to know where I want to go with this, so that, yeah, I've got it written down. So coming in blind next time. So I want pink and yellow flowers, I know that much. We can do different pinks and different yellows, but I think I'd like to stick with them. So I'm just going to fade that out as we come down. I absolutely love this book. I mean, I love all my books. I say it all the time, but I really do. This is just a stunning book. Thank you. That's okay. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just planning it out really, like I always do. I'm coming in with that purplish red. I'm going to darken these bits because the middle is generally darker. And then I'm going to get a bit of 559. No, 599. 599 a minute because that middle bit is darker. Okay, so back to my purplish red. Silly. Just going to fade that out before we start layering up. And then just going around that. Sort of bringing that down. I'm going lightly, I'm not going heavy, I'm just going light and just sort of wanting to see where I want this to go. And then I'm definitely going to be done for today. It's good to have a plan because I don't have a plan ever, but I've started this and I kind of have it in my head where I want it to go now. Still undecided about the hair, but I think I'm going to go for a natural red head, meaning like gingery red. Hi Maggie, hi Victoria. Anyone that I have missed? Big hi, big hi, big hello. Say hello there. Okay, now I'm going to bring in, you're going to think, what's she doing? Beige in Prisma. I just want a hint of yellow to that pink. But the beige is the yellow I'm looking for. And then we'll start blending, getting those pencil lines out with blush pink. Just fancy a bit of that colour in there. Okay. Now I'm going to get back my blush pink in the Prisma. Oops, it crumbled then. So I darken it up. They are so delicate, these petals on an orchid. I'm just kind of going over that with blush pink again. As I said, just sort of making it a bit more seamless rather than pencil lines. Hold on, have a look. Oh, hi Colouru Bunny, I didn't see you. Yeah, I do. I love beige with pinks. I do. I'm just going to bring more of that beige in at the side. The beige and pink go really well together. Okay, so just literally a little bit. Then back to my purplish red in the Luminance, which is, oh god, I can't even see, 350. Nikki, it's Momo Girl, Girls with Poem. I'm just going to, just round the edge, I'm just going to darken that edge up a little bit. At the end, I'll show you all again for those that missed it. And I'll recap what we've done today. And then what we're going to be doing on our next stream. And next week, we will have a giveaway. And it will be open worldwide. And stay tuned. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit more in of that. Now, again, I'm just going to add a few little veins. They're so faint, guys. Like I'm barely, just a few little veins. I'm going to go over those lines. Let me look at the chat. Yeah, Luminance. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen then. Thank you, Victoria. So, yeah, you have to be a subscriber though. That's because I will check. If you don't subscribe, then it's void. You have to be a subscriber. And we will have a giveaway video coming up, which you will all have to comment on. And I will do that next week. It will be worldwide. As I said, the only rule is that you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, it's not going to be counted, because I will check. I'll check. I'll have my little beady eye. So I'm just going to get rid of that line there, just with beige. I'm just fiddling about here. And then my blush pink. Okay, so if I zoom out, you can see we're going to go for really pretty colours on them. So I'm going to write that down as well. Oh, that's okay. Take care. I'm finishing up now, Shalene. I'm finishing up. Take care, Shalene. Right, so, and then the pink orchid. Sorry, I'm writing this down as I go along, guys. I need to do it on... It would be good if I could spell. Pink orchids were blush pink and beige, and then purplish red in the Luminance in 350. That's Lume. And then with the little middle bit, I put a little bit of the Luminance 599 Lumi middle only. Okay, so I'm quite happy with the colours I've chose for that. So I'm going to leave that there for today. If I bring the light over, you can see the detail a little bit more. Oh, if I hold that. So we've done like a buttercup yellow for the orchid there, the pinks and beigey orchid there. We've done her skin tone in Luminance with a few Prismas. Her hands we've done, and her nails. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you, Debs. Katrina, I look forward to seeing it. I think, oh, just one more thing. Black. Just gonna go with the black. This is the black Prisma. I just want to add, because I've took out some of the lines, guys. So I'm just going in a little bit. forgot all about that. I just wanted to go over those lines a bit more. Yes, you are. Thank you. Yes, you're going to get it. And you're going to enjoy it. Alright, just with the black again. I'm just going over slightly those existing lines. So, sorry guys, I didn't see that. I'm just going to go in there. In there. That's it. I just wanted to darken up those eyelashes. So I do little tiny eyelashes and eyebrows. I do tiny little strokes and make them look. Go with the like eyebrow line. That's better. So I just wanted to make that stand out a bit more. Thank you, Natalie. Stella, then I am so happy if that's inspired you to do that. Thank you so much. Maggie, it is such an amazing book. I've only done 3. Well, this is my 3rd. I did one on stream, which was this one, which was, I'd zoom you out. We did this one on stream, didn't we, with the Holbeins and watercolours and pastels. Loved doing that. And I've done this one, but I wanted her quite pale, like a porcelain. So I've done that one as well. If I bring that over, you can kind of see. So I've done that one, and we've done that one. And now we're doing this one, the beautiful girl here as well. So I love this book so much. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Nikki. They are such a dream to work on this book. Thank you, Faye. Right, so I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm going to leave that in there so we know what we're doing. Remember, I'm only going to do this side. If you want to continue with those colours and do the other side, that's fine. I will come back to that one day. But on stream, it is just going to be that side only. So the girl with the flowers on this side and the background, we will do her. So thanks for joining me. I won't be back this Thursday. I will be back on Saturday. Thursdays are occasional. They're not every Thursday. So it's Tuesdays 4 PM, Saturday 4 PM my time. On Saturday we're going to be doing the turtle. And I think we're going to continue. I think we're going to do all the stuff under the sea and do a little bit on that and see how we are for time. Yeah, Gillian, I'll try and get that done on a pre-recorded video, all the misfits. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining. You have amazing days, and I'll see you on Saturday for those who join me. Thank you so much for joining. Take care. Bye.